get us live here. I am live. How about that? So,
Excellent.
how do I sound to you, Scott?
You sound good.
Okay, good. I,
Okay, so So I don't know if Dan is going to watch this or is watching. This is page 2 of chapter 7. I got very ill this weekend, Ellis. I
what'd you do wrong?
well, I don't know.
I'm going to
I
blame you for it.
Saturday my throat started hurting
Oh,
mid-afternoon, and at night I couldn't sleep. I ended up laying on the couch all night because my throat hurt so bad. I thought I had strep throat, but I don't think you can kick strep throat without antibiotics. And so the next day, I mean Saturday, I didn't do hardly anything. I sat around the couch and watched the OU football game. I was starting to feel bad Saturday, and Sunday I didn't go to church. I stayed home, basically just hung out here. And I didn't draw. And but man, Monday I got up and went to work and I felt great. I mean, I
that's
still got a
interesting.
cough, but I'm like whatever I had, it ran through me pretty quick, so
It
to
was
speak.
it was it was probably a little bacteria thing that
Probably.
you got from picking your nose. You never know.
You never know. You never know. But anyway, this is page 2. I should have been done with it by now. I think I started it last week, but I'm pretty happy with where I'm at on it. If you remember last week, we had a big discussion about what the cops are wearing.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
Dan sent me good. Dan sent me good reference. For some reason mentally I couldn't figure it out. I wanted to put them in ties, and
hmm
he sent me like your, you know, pants, short sleeve shirt, t-shirt, and I was like, oh, that's it. That's where I need to be. So
Well, you let's see, that guy that used to do Little Annie Fanny, he teamed up with I was going to just talk about references what I'm it's not
okay,
completely out of the realm of what you're talking about. Kurtzman, yeah, Kurtzman
yeah,
was that got together with Gil Kane and the guy that did the anatomy books.
Vern Hogarth.
Yeah, Bernd Hogarth, and they went on a little seminar, and I was at one of those seminars down in Dallas
Oh,
ages
really?
ago. Yeah, it probably would have been, God, what was it, late 70s or something like that. Anyway, whenever they did it, and Kurtzman made us draw a Coca-Cola bottle, and it was amazing. The only point about it was that all of us thought it had a
Hang
figure.
on.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me draw one.
Okay.
I'm curious if I can
Yeah,
draw
draw.
one.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Let's see what happens to it. Yeah, draw us a
Yeah,
Coca-Cola
you're talking
bottle.
about the traditional one. I think it goes
Oh,
like
yes,
the
yes, yes.
it's wide and then it goes in and then it comes out a little bit. It's not real wide, but it's got a waist, I
Uh-huh.
think, and then it comes out and then up
See, I would
and
say
then
you've done a good job on that, and I would say that is probably pretty good. But that
am I?
waste may not actually exist. One of us would have to do a search
Oh,
on it.
you think it? You think it? Oh, you know what?
He thinks we automatically try to make it a female thing, and that we turn it
Oh,
into
that could
that.
be.
Now that
I
looks pretty right to me though, and I think we all did it that way. But then he showed us a photo, and it's like, yeah, that thing's straight up and down.
I don't know about that. I mean, it definitely swells out
Yeah,
because
let's look it
because
up.
well, my I'm recording on my phone, so you'll have to
Yeah,
look it
I'll look
up.
it up. I'll look it up
But
and
but
share
it
it.
they because they copyrighted this shape.
Yes, I guess they did. Yes, Coca-Cola.
But it could be. I mean, I could be over feminizing it.
We'll see. Coca-Cola bottle. No, you really, it's close what you did. Vintage Coca-Cola bottle, that probably would do us. Yeah, I'll copy this to my desktop and share it. You got close. Yeah, you got real close.
Of course I did.
So that's pretty good. But the whole point of it, most of
Yeah,
it's way curvier and everything. And the whole point is that without reference, what are you doing? You're just this kind of dumb guy that ought to be using reference. You're an artist, you know. So
well,
that was his only point.
yeah, that's the whole point of drawing with the right side of your brain or left side of the brain or whatever it is.
Hmm.
That book, not the whole point of it, but part of it is when you draw, and a lot of people do this that with people, it's so what you're drawing is kind of an idealized version, you know. And so if you're going to learn to draw, you got to get around that. Well, I forget what they called that in the book.
Damn it. That's what I
So
wanted
it's
to
like
share. Black magic. I shared some Kirby. Okay.
is that what you meant to share?
Oh no, it's not. You
See
know
there,
that format of web, you know, the web
oh
format.
yeah, WBD or
Yeah,
WEBP.
yeah.
I hate that because you can't open it in hardly anything.
I know it. I got it
Okay.
now though.
Oh, do you got one?
Go. Yeah,
I'm
I
on
got
the
it.
delay. I'm on
Just
the
as soon as I
delay.
do it again.
Oh, I'm on a delay. Anyway, I'm drawing car. Well, okay, but so it's funny you say that though. We're talking about reference because I'm drawing these cars, and I've got Hot Wheels versions of them. You know, so I mean, yeah, you're right. Reference is good. It's funny though that we're talking about this because because of what I'm going to show you in a second. I'm going to explain something. We're
Okay.
going to finish this before we move
Okay.
on
Yeah.
to my
As
new
soon as I
purchase.
figure out how to do it.
Did you get it?
Not yet. I'll get it here. I gotta
We were talking about something at work today.
remove.
I forget what it was, and they were showing me something on the internet, and I was like, "The internet? What in the world? I forget what they were even showing me. Something." And I was like, "I've never
There you go.
seen that."
Did you feel like you nailed it?
Hang on, it's got pop up there.
Okay.
No, I was too high on the waist.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
made it look like a
But yeah,
waist.
you made it look like a waist on a feminine thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
And isn't that interesting though?
yeah,
But that the whole point of it was that was his theory that we were making it feminine or whatever. But
yes.
the whole point of it was to use your reference. Go find some reference. Harvey
Gotcha.
Kurtzman.
So I use model cars or toy
Yeah.
cars. So let me show you my purchase today.
Okay.
I got a gimbal.
Oh, right. I need one of those. How much does it cost?
This was $64. I'm gonna break it here.
Yeah.
$64, and there
Be
was
what
a
I.
$15 coupon.
Oh, all
But
right.
I can't use it. I don't know if it'll work in StreamYard, and I can't demonstrate it without having my phone on it. But I want to do like a
Make a
vlog.
movie.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Or
and it's
yeah,
got a
like make content.
yeah. I want to make content. It's got a tripod, but I mean, I'm going to use it. It has a kind of a fisheye lens or a wide angle lens, and
Cool.
so it'll track your face. So I'm going to do some videos of me talking, and
Oh,
one of them I want
that'll
to
be a
do is
big improvement when you get that motion. When you get steady cammed like that. Yeah.
yeah, and I can be walking, and if I do, I'm thinking like I'm gonna go downtown tomorrow. I'm off work. I can do a wide angle, so it gets me, and it'll track my face, and
Hmm.
it'll get me, and I can kind of pan out and show the city around me, so people see
Hmm.
where I'm at. I mean, I think it'll be cool. I
It
think
does
it will
sound
be.
cool.
It's got to be cool. It's got to be cool. Anyway. I made money off my channel. I'm investing money back in my channel.
There you go.
That's my
I should
philosophy.
think about, yeah, I've got about 20 bucks waiting if I ever get around to hitting the 100 mark again. I've got to do
Well,
something if I want to hit 100.
Oh yeah, I think I'm
Are you
maybe a
there
third
again?
of the way towards another
Okay,
check.
another check. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're not coming fast and heavy, but if I can, I mean a vlog, if I can get stuff that people like,
hmm Yeah.
so I'm gonna
And
do
do it
one
off the top of your
tomorrow.
head. You're good at being, talking off the top of your head, and that's all Scott Adams does. He comes out there and with a few notes and then starts coming off the top of his head about what he wants to say, and he's got a certain amount of things he repeats about influencing and things like that, and he's always got something. He's like in Toastmasters, it's a pocket, having a pocket speech at all times you're ready to go with.
Oh yeah, I'm that way with jokes. I always have a joke ready to go.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you my latest joke. You'll
Okay,
like
let's hear
this.
it.
There were three sisters, and they all lived together. They were elderly. The oldest one was 96, 90, and then there was 94 and 92. So these were not young women.
Mm-hmm.
And the oldest one was going upstairs to take a bath. And so she goes up and she sticks her toe, gets undressed, runs the water, sticks her toe in the bath, and she stops and she hollers downstairs at her sisters and she goes, I can't remember, was I getting in or out of the bath? And so the middle sister, the 94-year-old one, look, it goes, oh my gosh. And so she gets up and she starts to go. She says, hang on, I'll come up there and help you. And so she starts to go up the stairs. And she gets halfway up the stairs and she goes, was I going upstairs or downstairs?
Mm-hmm.
And so the 92-year-old is sitting at the table. She's eating supper. And she goes, oh my gosh, you girls, it is a chore living with you. I am so thankful that I'm not losing my memory like you guys, and hopefully I never do. And she knocked on the table, knock on wood, and she says, as soon as I answer the door, I'll come up and help y'all.
Pretty good one. Yep.
I
That'll
thought it.
be
I thought it
that.
was. Yeah.
I like it.
Well, I
Now,
told
where'd you
I
get
told
that?
a pastor on the radio said it. I
Oh, okay,
listen
cool.
every morning on the way to work. I listen to a radio pastor that does a sermon. I think it's John McCarthy. No, it's David Jeremiah, I think is who it is. But he's on one of the local channels. He's from California,
Oh, really?
but
Cool.
but yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I like him, and so I listen to him every morning. I figure that'll get my day off on a better start than
Now,
other
how
things
do
I
how do
could be
you
listening
listen?
to
How do you listen
on
to
the
him?
radio. On the
Oh,
radio,
he
he's
is on
on.
the radio. Okay.
Yeah, he's on like AM 800 at 6:30 in the morning. There's a 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I got cats that insist on 6:30 in the morning existing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I gotcha. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm drawing a police car and this other car, this Dodge Charger. I figured the bad guys would be driving a Dodge Charger.
Sure.
It's a good bad guy car.
Yeah, I'm Chargers, man. That is, you talk about the ultimate incarnation of my high school. That would be one of them, one of the cars that were, oh, look at that. He's got a Charger. Of course, the Charger was mainly famous for Vanishing Point, which was, oh, that was quite the film when I was in high school.
Oh yeah, I
Have you ever
had
seen,
it.
have you have never seen
I've never
Vanishing
heard.
Point?
I never heard of it.
Never heard of Vanishing Point. Boy,
Nope. Sorry, dude.
you want to understand 1970 high school notions about what you ought to be driving. Uh, find on Prime or something. Check out Vanishing Point someday. It's fun. I mean, before there was, of course, everybody's crazy about
Sure.
cars and racing around in car chases in movies because a Bullet, it came along and says, let's do that right. Let's just make the whole movie about car chasing.
Oh, okay.
But working in a few little side trips for like hippy dippy notions of this and that. You know,
Gotcha.
he'll have to hide from the cops for a little bit and run into some eccentric people here and there, you know.
As you will do.
Yeah, and I think Barry introduced me to some lost scenes that were kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Sent me some links to some, I guess probably just DVD extras, probably.
Probably. But
What have
that's,
you, what?
oh, that stuff gets harder and harder to find nowadays because there's no DVDs hardly.
Oh, really? Or are they actually being called disappearing media? I hope not.
Well, they're headed there. I mean,
Hmm.
Best Buy, Target, they don't sell DVDs anymore.
Hmm. Wow. I did not know that. It's just that's just caught up with me as news. I did not know that.
Oh yeah,
Huh.
streaming has decimated the DVD market.
Well, and yet I think there are people that are fighting against that, aren't there? Aren't there people saying, "Hey, I like my physical media"? Well,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, me.
yeah.
But I mean, I don't know what the long term implications are for that, if that's a thing or you know. But I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I like physical media. In fact, I'm watching a television series on DVD currently, not right
Mm.
now, but
Yeah, because the
not,
library
not
still has them. They're heavily
yeah,
invested in DVD.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, and it makes sense. Players are super cheap and TVs are
Hmm.
super cheap, so
Yeah.
it makes sense it'd be a library thing. I am watching a television show called Yellow Jackets. Have you ever heard of that?
Nuh-uh. What's that about?
What do you think it's about? I'm just curious. What Yellow
Yeah,
Jackets?
yellow
Let's
jackets. I guess probably guys that have to work on road crews and have to wear bright clothing so they don't get
yellow
run over.
yellow and black jackets.
Uh, oh,
No.
yellow jackets. Yellow jackets stinging something. I don't know. What is it about?
It is about a high school soccer team called and they're the Yellow Jackets. That's where the Yellow
Uh-huh.
Jackets come from, and they get in a plane crash in the middle of nowhere in Canada and have to survive for
Ah,
19 months.
wow. Is it a true story?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, but it's based on it was inspired by the what is it the Chilean soccer team or the soccer
Ah,
team
hmm.
that
Leaping off from that notion of having
yeah
to do that.
it reminds me, even though I'm only familiar with it as a concept, the idea reminds me, and what I've seen reminds me of a combination between like Lord of the Flies, Lost, and It, because they show kids then and kids now. It happened like in '96, and so there's a lot of flashbacks. This happened. We need to what there's something going on now that alludes back to then. What's going on? It's
Sounds cool.
it's
And you're watching it on DVD. You got it from the library.
got it from the library. Watched it on DVD. Yep.
Huh.
Well, so I'll tell you how I found out about it.
Yeah. How'd you?
Because it's on Showtime. I don't have Showtime. Uh, the so in New York City, there is a shuttle train that goes from Grand Central Terminal to Times Square. There's two of them. They just go back and forth. They're like two parallel lines. They go like this. There's a platform in the middle. They just go back and forth. So,
Hmm.
there's going to be one every 5 or 10 minutes. So, and they always are. Typically, they are wrapped in some sort of advertising.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't, the car is a little bit different. It doesn't have seats in it. You stand up on it. You know, it's a short ride. It's less than 5 minutes, you know. And so we get on there one time, and it looks like the interior of this disgusting cabin, and it's kind of dark, and I'm like, what in the world is this? Well, you know, in strategic places it had the logo, Yellow Jackets. And so at one point, Showtime was doing a free weekend, and I looked on there and I saw Yellow Jackets. So I watched the first episode, but it was only a weekend, so I only saw one episode. And I kind of liked it. Then I kind of forgot about it, and then a girl at work watches a movie with her friend on Thursdays usually, and she'll tell us like what she watched. And last Thursday, I said, "Did you all watch a movie?" And she goes, "No, we watched the latest episode of Yellow Jackets." And I said, "Oh, I didn't know you liked that show." And I told her basically what I just told you, and she goes, "Oh yeah, it's great." And then I went downtown after that, and the library had it, and I thought I should pick this up.
Mm-hmm. So join the crowd and talk about, know what I'm talking about when I.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but I'm enjoying it. That's the main thing.
Yeah, that is the main thing.
Yeah, I don't care about the crowd.
Way to be.
Yeah, I don't care. Don't care about those guys. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of cool.
I went on a David Lynch thing where I went with Lost Highway and Mulholland Drive recently, which is, you know, they've got a lot in common. It's basically, if you ever watch Twin Peaks, it's like, well, the Black Lodge has come to Los Angeles, basically. And in both of them's cases, it's got really surreal stuff going on. It's a lot of fun.
That's how Yellow Jackets is. I mean,
Is
I
it
don't know.
is it surreal? That sounds kind of
Oh
cool.
yeah, they with it. So I've only seen 6 episodes, but like in the current day, there's like weird stuff going on. One of the characters who survived, their kid keeps seeing people and talking about the bad lady outside,
Uh-huh.
and
Cool.
you know, there's just a weird kind of vibe. Like I said, it kind of reminds me of like a cross between uh was it Lord of the Flies? No, what's the with the kids? Lord of the
Lord of the
Flies.
Flies, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And
actually, yeah, one of the kids in well, there's a guy named Balthasar Getty who is related to the Gettys. His dad was the guy that got his ear cut off by the gangsters. Uh,
no,
he's one of the stars in Lost Highway. So isn't that
oh,
and he was in the second version of Lord of the Flies,
oh,
which
really?
I've only seen the first version.
I
So
don't know
isn't
if
that
I've ever
weird? Isn't that
seen it,
weird
but
that we
that
ran
is
that all
weird.
together?
It's a weird turnaround there,
Yeah, yeah,
Ellis.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway, so I've been sick, and I started drawing again Monday night. Well, I about got this page done. I got
Well,
to
that
draw a
page is
couple.
looking pretty damn good. I really like the car chase panel that we're mostly looking at right there in the lower right. That looks pretty good.
That one.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I was. It's not exactly what Dan wrote in the script, but I'm not following the script. I mean, it's he wrote a panel where the police car pulls out after him, and well, he has this car in the background.
Sounds like you still got a little bit of your
Oh yeah.
was it all respiratory or was it just totally like knocked you down with feverishness or what?
Um, I had aches, but I never had a fever that I know of. I never took my temperature.
Oh, okay.
Um, that Sunday night. Okay, so I usually go to bed between 11 and 12, and I get up between 4:30 and 5:30. But work days between 4:30 and 5:15. I went to bed. I mean, sometimes like Michelle gets up at 4:30, and like sometimes I'll wake up when she's like getting in the shower or whatever.
Hmm.
I I went to bed at 9 o'clock that night. Same time, which same time she does. And I went to bed, and I was so achy, I didn't feel like I could walk up the stairs.
Hmm. That's
I was just
interesting.
like, oh, I feel terrible. And I got in bed, and I fell asleep, and I did not wake up until she woke me up at 5:15, telling me to get in the shower. Which I never sleep that much.
That's a
If
that's a
I went to
sure
bed at
sure sign. Your body
yeah,
needed something.
yeah, but I got up, and I was like trying to figure out what I needed to do if I was not going to be at work. Mondays are bad days to miss because I got meetings and
Yeah,
stuff.
sure. You gotta.
And so I was trying to figure out what to do and who I needed to reach out to get help. And I got up, and I was like, I feel pretty good. Got in the shower, and I was like, I'm going to work. I wasn't coughing over the weekend, thank goodness, but I've developed a cough.
Hmm. So it probably was something that just went into you as a respiratory thing. Well, hopefully you don't.
Have a
Yeah,
relapse.
yeah, relapsing can happen. I've
Yeah,
had
that's
it.
what I'm a little nervous about that. I'm trying to take it easy. I
Mhm.
got it. I Monday. So let's see. Was it Monday? One day I was coughing. My days have kind of ran together. Maybe Tuesday. Oh, that's what it was. Monday night I was coughing. Was at night, and so we didn't have any cough syrup, and so when I got home Tuesday, Michelle said, "Why don't you go get to Walmart and get some cough syrup?" So I ate, and then I went to Walmart, which Walmart by my house this time of year seems pretty sketchy because it's dark at 7 o'clock at
Yeah.
night. I mean, people get robbed in that parking lot. So anyway, so I was, prepared in case there was an issue. But anyway, uh, I didn't want to just get cough syrup and leave. I was like, I'm here. Is there anything else I need? I got a big jug of orange juice, so I've been chugging orange juice.
Hmm.
You know, Maybe it'll be a placebo effect, but I'm hoping that it's something. You know.
Yeah, I told you about learning, I got in the habit of like I like this NyQuil because I was having, it's basically a poor man's LSD as far as I was concerned. I was really having real fun dreams when I got sick one
Oh
time.
God.
And so I
Could have been.
continued
Could
to
have been
say,
the. Could have been the fever.
yeah, yeah, but I continued to take the NyQuil because it was just a fun way to quickly go to sleep with a kind of a fun anticipation of kind of a surreal kind of dream experience. And then I finally look at the warning labels on it. It's like, could watch it. Will kill your liver, basically, is what the
Yeah.
warning said.
Don't want that. That's
Yeah.
not good.
So I says, well, okay. Wish I'd known this a month ago.
Yeah. Before I became addicted.
Yeah.
I mean, dependent.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure it's not addictive.
Oh,
He said,
they make everything
sarcastic.
addictive nowadays. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sugar's addictive.
Including
Anything.
your internet experiences are all addictive
Oh
and
gosh.
designed that way.
Yeah. I need to figure out how to make my YouTube channel addictive.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, I
Is
saw the
Da-
best. This
Dan's not on, is he?
who? Oh, no, he's not. Thank you for making me look up. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I should have been checking on that.
He'd have 1,000 comments.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, hey,
But the
you.
best will, yeah, the best one would be looks good, Scott.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most important one. Where he'd go, hey, actually, hate to be a pain, but
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was really sympathizing with you with the edit on the fly thing that was going on last time. I thought, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't like that
yeah.
either. But I guess you guys have to do that like that.
Well, and I knew that it wasn't. I knew it wasn't right, but I couldn't figure out what it needed to be, and I couldn't find any reference, but I couldn't look at the reference he sent because I'm recording on my phone.
Right.
once I saw it, I was like, okay, it's like the uniform from 1,000 cop movies that take place in New York City.
Right.
Typically, I mean, it's, the one he sent's blue. I didn't really make it look dark, but you know,
I talked about finishing that Crumb audiobook. One of the
oh
things he talks about, is like, just acknowledging it says, hey, I've kind of lost the juice on this. I don't know how many more strips I even want to do, And, that's the way life is. You're an old guy.
yeah,
You used to have the juice and you used to like to draw for 48 hours straight, but have gotten old. And I do have a digital copy of his Genesis, and I read about half
oh
of it
yeah,
already. And
yeah.
it's cool. I mean, it does like, hey man, I know my Bible stories, don't I? It's like, hey,
Yeah,
I remember all this. Yeah,
yeah. It's actually pretty. I think it's. I mean, as a person who reads the Bible frequently,
yeah. Versus
um,
me, yeah.
and is very familiar with the Genesis story. I
Mhm.
found it very good. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I was like I thought he got it wrong.
Where
It's funny
where
because
where he's like going for a shock value or something like
no,
that. But
I
he
don't.
doesn't do that, does
Yeah,
he?
no, he doesn't do that. He play. It's funny because he's not religious and he's not a believer or anything, but
Hmm.
he does it. He just wants to interpret what's there.
Yeah, because it fascinates him. Like he says, he gets his obsessions and fascinations, and was now he's got the name Crumb, which would mean his dad was probably Jewish, right?
No, I don't think he's Jewish.
Oh, you don't think he's Jewish because all these people that are in his life are usually Jewish, it seems like, and I thought Crumb was a Jewish name. So I was
I don't
thinking
think.
maybe the
You
old
think
man
you
was
think
Jewish.
you think Crumb's a Jewish name? Hmm.
I thought
I don't.
maybe not.
I don't know.
I
I
don't know either now.
it's not an obvious Jewish name
Okay, okay.
like Goldstein or something.
Yeah, yeah, I guess it's not. Okay.
I mean, I don't know how you tell.
Well, yeah, I don't either. I was just assuming Crumb was Jewish, and he's not, probably.
You know what the
Hmm.
assumptions are.
Yeah, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I don't know. I could be wrong. I assumed he was not Jewish, so maybe I'm as bad as you are.
Well, I believe all the stuff that really scarred, or he calls scarring, came from being raised Catholic. But I thought that was probably his mother's influence, maybe. Maybe
Yeah.
I may be wrong about that. And of course, if your mother isn't Catholic, Jewish, are you really Jewish? That's
I,
when you're
I,
really Jewish.
I don't know how that works. It's funny though. We were in New Jersey recently, like I don't know, a couple months ago or whatever. And our friend that we visited, she is Jewish. She's
Hmm.
extremely Jewish, and we kind of talked about that. As not about their mother thing, but just um, I was talking, and it's like I was talking about different aspects of faith and stuff, and I said, well,
Hmm.
are there like? Well, I was trying to figure out, and this didn't even make sense to her, so it doesn't make sense. It's not going to make sense to listeners probably. But I was trying to figure out if there were good Jews and bad Jews in terms of like Judaism. In other words, like, are there
Oh yeah,
lapsed,
yeah.
like there are Catholics and there are lapsed Catholics,
Hmm.
and so I was kind of asking her, I was like, well, because as far as I know, she's not a practicing Jew, but she is very adamant that she's a Jew.
Hmm.
And when I said she wasn't a practicing Jew, she really didn't even like, it's like, what do you mean practicing? And I go, well, I don't know. What would a practicing Jew
What did I
do?
mean when I said that?
Yeah, and she said, well, if you're a Jew, you're a Jew. And I was like, oh, okay. So something kind of clicked for me there about their identity. It's like if you're a Jewish, if you're Jewish, you're Jewish, and and now I mean there are like the Hasidic Jews that are very devout, but I don't know if they recognize that all the other Jews, but she's not that, so she wasn't speaking for them, and she kind of did say, well, some people are this, but I don't know. It's all
Well,
I
I mean,
talked.
it kind of, I guess it's just literally a matter of it is genetic and racial, I guess.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
they've got these
100%.
this particular racial distinction in the Russian Jews that were just all over Hollywood as the go-to, not just because it's like political in Hollywood to be a certain kind of Jew. These particular Russian Jews had the problem-solving, multi-level kind of brains needed to be directors. You know,
Oh yeah.
no one else has got it all in their head except for these Jews from Russia. They had it all in their head, and Billy Wilder and a few other are from this kind of like certain Jewish sector of Russia,
No.
or maybe Ukraine or whatever, but it's that area of the world.
Yeah, it's interesting to hang out with our friend, and she's cool about talking about it, and I'll ask her questions kind of off the wall or whatever, and she understands. I mean, I'm not doing any disrespect or anything at
Yeah.
all, you know. I mean, to me, it's kind of interesting.
Well, sure.
I don't know if I
The
told you this, when she had heart surgery, she uh, she actually like flatlined on the table, and they had to jumpstart her heart.
hmm,
And so next time I saw her in person, I didn't want to ask her this on the phone,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I said, Sherry, when you're on the table and you flatlined, I have two questions for you. I said, I want to ask you, I want to ask if you saw two things. I said, did you see the light and did you see Jesus? And she said, I did not see Jesus, but I did see a light. And she said, well, I think it
She,
was the operating light.
hmm,
Yeah.
hmm. Yeah,
She uh,
yeah.
she 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 took that in the with the
Took it,
spirit of, yeah, she no she took it in the spirit I meant it. She knew I was not making fun of her or her tradition.
or
But
her near-death experience.
yeah, well, she's my wife went and spent a bunch of time helping her recover, so she
Yeah,
was
yeah.
knew that this was, we
That you
wished her
guys
nothing.
care about her. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing but the best and that sort of thing. But it's,
I was thinking of you when I saw this cool real estate offering the other day. Did you see this? It's a place
I,
in New York. It's being offered, which has got this alley, facing alley, with a sky bridge in the middle of the alley, and they're selling this whole thing for $30 million, and it's the grooviest place you've ever seen in New York City. And I thought
I
of
didn't.
you when I thought of it, when I saw that. I said, "Well, Scott would die to be the
I
guy that could live there."
I did not see that, but that sounds pretty cool.
I'll see if I can
Even
find
though
it
I,
again.
I even
It's
though I
still on
think
the New York Post, I'm sure. They never
I'm
get rid
pretty
of their
much
stuff.
convinced that like New York is kind of turned into a hellhole.
Well, and yeah, and what's coming
But I
from it
mean,
is really
yeah,
going to be
well,
bad.
yeah. But Michelle and I went there, and just when we were in New Jersey, we took the train to New York one day, and we just I had a ball. I can't speak for my wife, and I told
Hmm.
Michelle, I go, you know what I feel like? I said, I feel like we're two kids that ran away from home off to the big city.
Yeah.
Because we just spent the day like going to play. We didn't go to any museums. It was too short of a day, but I think I had a good time. I mean, the New York is always a fun place to be like when you're like, I
Yeah.
can do whatever,
Hmm.
and it's a good. There's plenty of like shops and bookstores and just
Even
crazy stuff to see.
it is amazing that they could ever do that to anything like a New York by all that shut down crap. It's like someone just said, you know, somebody with some sort of power over the other power should have been able to say, "This is nonsense. I'm leaving my shop open. People need me or whatever,
Well, people tried,
Yeah. And then they got shut down.
yeah, and the police came and arrested them, and
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah, that's true.
and now they go, well, this
Yeah,
none
let's
none of this
forgive and
helped.
forget. Yeah,
None
yeah,
of this helped, but it's okay. We're all pals,
yeah, yeah.
and it's like,
I saw where Rachel Maddow and Dr. Fauci were sitting side by side at Dick Cheney's funeral. And of course the big headline, the whole point of the headline is that everybody, the world
oh,
is there
it's here.
except for Trump.
Oh
That
no, yeah, well,
and it's like, yeah, well, he's the smart man for not being there. Yeah.
you think Rachel Maddow ever had a kind word for Cheney when he was alive?
Oh
Ever?
no, no, none of
Oh
those
God,
people. What's
no,
funny is
no,
90% of the people at the funeral never had a kind word for him. But now that
no.
he's, it
Now
just
that, oh yeah,
evolved that way.
now that he's gone and can't, you know, uh,
Well, when he
can't.
became one of the chief proponents of anti-Trump, what with his
Yeah,
daughter and all that.
yeah, exactly. That's all they care about is anti-Trump.
Yep.
They don't go, well, he pushed the Iraq war
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
promoted this, and they hated him then,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I hate, and that was a failed misadventure. It was not what they thought it was or what they led us to believe it was, and he was the one. He was the chief guy. And I mean, and I don't think he did it out of malice. I think he did it out of ignorance, a little bit, a little hubris, maybe.
There's just so much nowadays. It's pretty obvious he did it with knowing full well it was going to make him like a buku bucks because he is a part of a certain organization that I forget their name, but
Halliburton.
no, it's something else that's really big in defense, and yeah, they made really big money
Well,
out
if
of
if he
Iraq.
if he knowingly took us there and made a lot of money, then he probably deserves to burn in hell.
Yeah, sure.
I mean that's and it's amazing that these people would be like, oh, now he's. But
Yeah, yeah.
again, it's like because he became a thorn in Trump's side, and
Hmm.
especially his daughter. Then that I mean it's all they care about.
Yep.
When Trump is gone, I don't know what these people are going to do.
Yeah. Well, they're going to do just like they did
They'll,
with
yeah, they'll,
Joe Biden. It's like, oh, well, okay, now let's just settle into sending ourselves unlimited money that's
well,
basically
no, no,
loaned
no,
to the government. Yeah.
no. I'm saying if the next Republican that comes along and is in
Oh,
power,
oh yeah, yeah.
I
He's
know what they'll do.
he.
They'll just switch targets.
Oh yeah, yeah. They do that. Yes. Oh yes. All you
they
have to do is
haven't treated any Republicans any different for you. I mean, it goes back to
no.
Bush got the same kind of treatment, just not as bad, and he'd roll over for it. That's why they hate Trump so much.
Yeah.
It's funny that now,
Yeah.
because all
I
I've
always
been
called
reading
it
for
showing.
months.
I
What?
always called it showing your belly, and that's what
Yeah.
Trump does not do. If you want to
No,
know why we like him, it's because he throws elbows. Yeah,
that, and
that's why we like
he's
Trump.
got brass balls.
Right.
Well, and I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Uh, that's okay. Well, I mean, yeah, they treated Bush badly, and Bush caved to them. I mean, if
Hmm.
you cave, they'll ease off a little bit, but he hadn't caved, and so you know. But I mean, now everybody loves Bush. Now that he's retired, and he's kind of come out a little anti-Trump too himself.
Oh, yeah. He's totally with the Mike Benz calls it the swamp. He's
Yeah.
no, he calls it the
Oh my.
blob. He calls it the blob.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, yeah, with the skull and bones and all
Yeah,
the
yeah.
his, the Bush Senior and everything. Yeah, He's 100% in the thick of the whatever's going on in whatever.
I haven't
Yeah.
used my iPad in ages. I was having fun. I did a big messy painting that was kind of fun to be sitting here concentrating on while we're talking.
Oh
What else?
yeah.
What else have I seen? I've got a lot of movies on hold. I've got the Superman movie on hold. I got the Fantastic
Nice.
Four movie on hold.
I'm curious which one you like better.
Well, I'm down like, I'm in like 50th in line, so it'll be a while before I see it, but it's cool, to be able to
Yeah,
wait.
both of them are great. I have a hard time. I have problems with both of them. Um, Superman has less problems, but the Fantastic Four is pretty good. And I did not want to like Pedro Pascal because well, one
Because
thing,
of what everybody was mind manipulating you before you got there. Yeah.
right? But when I saw it, I thought he was a decent Reed. Excuse me, Reed Richards,
Hmm.
and that's all that really matters. I'm not gonna say I'm not watching something because it's woke or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have to like its politics if you want to, if a movie can have politics or whatever.
Hmm.
Because my thing is, why would I rob myself of something good?
Well, yeah, and if the movie decides to get away, that's the deal. It immediately pays them back immediately. It's not a matter of it being woke. It's like, did being woke contribute anything to the story? Did you keep that story? The only thing that should be on the
Well,
page
let
should
me go
be
on the
telling
record.
me
I
a
don't. I
story.
wouldn't. I wouldn't call either one of those movies woke. By the way,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
If
I
they
mean,
stayed
but
on point with a story, there's no point in
yeah, that's
complaining
not. That's
about
not.
anything
That's not
they insert
right.
here and
That's
there.
not. Well, I don't think anything was there. By the way, I mean, I'm just
Hmm.
saying that a lot of people were like, "Oh, we don't like," and there was that clip with like Superman and Lois giving him the business, but in context, it worked very well, and it did not come off like he was a pushover. You
Okay.
know, Superman in Super. I'll tell you what Superman has in that movie. He has a sense of, I would call, sincerity that you
Hmm.
don't see in a lot of Marvel superhero movies. It's all a lot of posturing and jumping and running, but he had this. You could see, you got the impression that this was a guy. If Dan's on here, he's probably like going crazy.
No, he's not.
But okay, this is a guy that has these powers. You could see most powerful guy in the world, not gonna be like a dictator or anything like that. He's just, he is what he is. His parents raised him right.
Hmm.
So, I dug it. I thought it was good. There were parts I thought were really good in it. There were parts I was like, ah. The only part I would say is I didn't care for their. Well, I'll say this. There was a character at the end, very end, and I didn't care how they portrayed that character.
That particular character. Okay.
But I think they've got it. I think they've portrayed it like a comic book version of this character, but it's not a version that I was familiar with. But I think everyone has said like, oh, that's how that person is on in this or in
In,
that.
in this version of the universe, yeah.
Right
Well,
in the
and
comic.
Gunn is familiar with all that stuff. He is comic savvy, and he may be very brusquely moved along when they sell the company. They may say, well, yeah, yeah, thanks for your
Are they
service,
sell?
and
Are they selling the company?
they apparently they are ready to see who
Wait,
wants to buy. Yeah,
who are they?
DC, yeah. Or what it was.
DC is getting sold.
You haven't heard this, huh? Yeah, I believe that's
No,
that's kind of like
I've
big
I've been
news
s-
that
I've
that
been sick.
it might even circle back to being, well, no, it's been news longer than that. It's I think I'm right. I don't think I'm talking out of my hat that they want to sell it, but you know how that goes.
Interesting.
They may never get around to it.
Yeah.
Got to have the money.
Interest.
Got to have the
Somebody.
billions
Yeah.
to
You
buy
got
something
it.
like that.
Yeah, that's not a cheap sell. I wonder why they're
Mm.
selling it. Probably because comics aren't making any money.
Yeah, yeah. The comic book movies aren't
That's
making any
it.
money.
That's it. That's the. Well, I don't think it's doing like what they thought.
Hmm.
You know.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Is like, and that's what it always comes down to. Like, woke took care of itself once everybody said, you know what, we lost money here. Someone do something about this before we do it again. And so, eventually some people say, what happened here? What happened here? And they, it goes down
Yeah.
the line. And then they say, okay, well, I guess we're going to have to lighten up on
This
gay marriage or whatever we've been inserting into everything. Okay,
our
we'll lighten
our
up on it then.
our tacked in
Yeah,
social
yeah, yeah.
whatever. Yeah, I mean that was kind of in my thing all along, and I've said that for a long time. If the comic companies weren't propped up by these big movie things, then all of this stuff in the comics would have went away pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
Because when it doesn't sell, they're going to be like, well, there's not an audience for this. But they and Marvel has done this before, where they've said we need to capture whatever kind of market,
Hmm.
and they've done stuff to try and capture that market, and it's failed, and so they've canceled books and stuff. Well, now they're I mean, they've launched like Ms. Marvel like a million times, trying to find that
Just can't
audience.
get it traction, huh?
Well, I don't think the audience exists like they think it does.
Yeah.
Or I mean, I think there is an audience. I think there are females that like comic books, but I don't know if it's as large. I mean, I think there's an audience that likes comic book characters, but I don't
Did
know.
you ever bother to see what the deal was about how, everybody's calling it the worst movie in the world, that semi-Spider Gwen kind of thing that was out. What was that called? I don't.
Matt,
It
Matt,
may not.
Matt, Madam
Madam
Web
S- Madam Web. What was that about
never
anyway? I never saw it.
never saw it. It hadn't popped up on anything
Yeah,
that I
that's
have.
that's for
So
free, huh? It's probably. I bet you by now it's for free at the library. I should check into it if I want to.
yeah, I forgot about that.
It's always worthwhile to check out what everybody's calling the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, I mean, heck, I mean,
It might be very laughable for one thing.
I watched the like '70s Spider-Man TV shows, and I thought it was kind of cool, when I was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
kid.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, it can't be that bad. Now,
No.
some people might argue and go, "Oh, no, 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 it's that bad." But I mean, I've suffered through some pretty bad comic book
Oh yeah.
adaptions. Because I love comic books and I love
Hmm.
superheroes, and I always have, or pretty much since I was a little kid. And so, I was excited that there was a Hulk movie, even though the Hulk movie nowadays would probably bore me to death. And I don't remember being that thrilled about it as a kid for whatever reason, because it was like, you know,
Well, I'm always one that gets pretty entertained by a lot of stuff that gets really just savage. Uh, as long as you aren't boring me, I'm good. Don't bore me.
yeah, I
Like
think that's reasonable.
the guy that plays Ron Swanson on Rex and Parks, Nick
Parks and
Offerman. Yeah, Parks
Parks
and
and
Rex.
Recreation,
Yeah, yeah,
Parks and Rec.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Anyway, yes, Nick Offerman.
yeah, he was in the Criterion Closet,
Oh yeah,
and he popped up with, "Oh, this is," his nice low, meaty voice, and he goes, "You have to see this movie. This is the ultimate cast," and it was a Window with a View, which is,
okay.
totally rom-com, something I'm never going to get around to watching until Nick Offerman tells me, with that voice, "You must see this movie." And so I got it from the library. And man, I sent out that email. I talked about the Gibson girl, that
Oh yeah, yeah,
was popular in 1900 and was
yeah,
popular for 20 years, that illustrator.
yeah.
And the actress that was also in Fight Club playing a really sleazy kind of role compared to this like
Oh yeah.
vivacious innocent in A Room with a View.
No, yeah.
What's
I
her
was gonna
name?
say.
What's her name?
Oh, is it Helen Bonham
Yes,
Carter?
Helena
Helena.
Bonham Carter. Yeah, that's
Thank
it.
you. Yeah. And I'm calling this page done, Ellis.
Excellent. We saw a page done and it's 55 minutes deep and we can quit working on so hard, I guess, at talking
Yeah.
and stuff.
Well, I don't think I can start on the next one because I haven't read that page of script. Well, I've read it,
Oh, it's
but
looking good. Let me solo you there and show that off.
here I'll show
Yeah, as
both
soon
of
as
them.
I figure out how to do it. Maximize.
Oops. Let me put.
There you go. Oh, look at that.
I don't know. Can you see both of them?
Almost if you went to your right a little bit, I think, with both of them. There you go. That's better. And
Oh,
that top panel on the left one is disguised
it is by what?
by not being able to see it by the frame. There you go. Now it goes. Okay. There you go. Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah.
looking good. Looking good.
Yeah.
That is
I'm
great.
I'm
No,
happy with
that
it.
looks like no, I'm very happy with it. It looks really good. Your space and your just the feel of it looks really cool.
I think
You know
seven
what? The
is
bottom right one, the last panel,
yeah, that one.
yeah, your measurement on head
That
smaller or hand bigger. You know,
oh
that's what my
yeah.
reaction to that would be.
I'll
Head
Photoshop it.
smaller, hand. Yeah, okay, yeah, there you go.
When I scan it, I can Photoshop it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I thought about that, and I need to look and see how much lettering's in that panel. He didn't
Oh,
have
yeah, there you
the
go.
so let me see. Let me do a dramatic reading of the panel before we go. Hang on.
Okay,
Let me get.
yeah, do it.
Uh oh oh so this is what Dan wrote, and this is what I drew. So well, I'll go back to panel 5, or this panel. In the foreground, we see the patrol car pull into the street. They have their lights on and their sirens blaring. In the background, Jeremy's car appears to be a few blocks ahead of the police. The cops are talking. I'll call for backup. Officer 2, roger that. Sound effects. Woo! Panel 6. Red looks out the back window and sees the police closing on them. Woo! I don't freaking believe this. So this is my. He's not looking. I mean, you can't tell where he's looking.
Uh-huh.
But I chose that to zoom in, and I think if I had drawn him actually looking out the back window, this page wouldn't be as interesting. I think it needed a big close up.
Well, no, that's supposed
If
to be his right hand then, and so yes, that needs to be bigger, you know, or his head
okay,
smaller. Yeah.
yeah, no. I'm gonna make his hand bigger.
Okay.
I've thought about that. I'll Photoshop it. I mean, he's saying I can't freaking believe this, but I
Hmm.
think the balloon will
No, I
go. I
get
mean,
you.
I'm not.
That's a good hand for saying that. It goes with what you're after.
Yeah,
But
I need. Yeah, I don't want to redraw it. I'm gonna blow it up.
okay, there you go. That's what you do.
Yeah, there's no reason.
Or you could get AI to draw it for you. No, no,
No,
I'm kidding.
I'm not
We
using
haven't
it.
talked about that much, but yeah, that's coming.
Well, I'm not doing the AI thing now, and I'm not thinking about the AI thing. So
Yeah, yeah.
I'm on a
But
break for those.
I think it's going to be just like having a a morgue. In the old days, you'll use AI and say, "Give me a pass on this," and then you'll take 2% of what AI produced for you and turn it into something you like. I think that's the way a lot of things are going to be working in the future.
No,
No,
you're wrong, and I'll tell you
I'm
why. Let me tell you
okay.
what it's going to
Tell me
be.
why.
There's no morgue. What's going to happen is everything that entertains you is going to be written and produced and created by AI, and no one is using AI to as a springboard for any kind of artistic thing because there won't be a job for that.
Yeah, well, that's you know,
Well, why would when the technology gets to the point to where AI can draw comics and do an acceptable level, and
who's
I
going to pay you
know
to take a month to
right,
do it?
why would they? Well, yeah, why would they pay you when they can generate? They'll pay somebody on staff to
Who's good
generate
with
the
the
comic.
prompts? Yeah.
Yeah, generate the comic in a day, and to get the whole thing done and sent off and produced. And I mean, there's no reason to have. I mean, and I'm not saying that with any kind of joy, in case anybody is confused.
No.
But I just think that, I mean, and even though the publishers said, "Oh, we're saying no to AI," when it gets to the point, because here's the thing,
Yeah, it's
the
bottom line.
comics
It's
aren't
always bottom
selling
line.
enough. It's going to be the bottom line, and it's inevitable. And if Marvel and DC don't do it, somebody's going to do it, and it's going to be somebody like CrossGen that we've never heard of, and they're making comics, and everybody's going, "Why don't the Marvel comics look this good?" 99% in the world of people in the world don't care where the art comes from. They don't care about the artist. They don't care and anything. Movies, remember Pixar used to be the standard of like 3D when they were the only 3D animation company. Pixar invented all this technology, did all this stuff, and it was just amazing, and it blew everybody away. Now everybody does it, and it's just this generic looking. There's no character in it. It looks like all modern 3D animation just looks like crap. It's all the same crap. And
I really like those Minion movies, and I really see a lot to admire about how they do those things.
But
those
is
are really
it
great.
any kind of? But could that be done by AI and you give a crap? No.
But yeah, if they
wouldn't
pulled
stop
it
you
off looking like that,
you wouldn't stop watching them.
No, I wouldn't.
Minion movies, but you don't like it. I mean, the animation isn't anything special.
Really?
Or is it?
Oh,
well,
I think so. Have you not seen any of the Minion movies?
No,
they're just filled with character. I dig them.
Sorry, that was.
Hey, so you haven't seen a single Minion movie?
No, I'm familiar with the characters, but I don't know anything about them.
Give them a chance sometime. They're a lot of fun.
You know what? I'll get a Minion movie through the. I don't think they're on any of my streaming things. I'll get one through the library and watch it.
There you go.
I'll try and do it.
Where do I see them? I probably do see them on Netflix or something. Yeah, you're probably right.
Oh, speaking of which,
and you don't get Netflix.
No, next Thursday is Halloween. Is Thanksgiving, and I will be out of town probably.
Okay.
So I don't think I'll be able to record. So.
Okay. No sweat. I was wondering if you were trying to walk around inviting me out of town for Thanksgiving or something.
No, I've learned not to invite you anywhere.
Okay.
You won't go. I'll just,
I want to be home with my kettlebell.
You get antsy and get not annoyed, but you don't. Yeah. You get antsy and you're not going to come. So, and I'm going to be out of town anyway, and I would not invite you on a road trip with my wife and I to my in-laws.
Yeah, there you go. That's another thing. Don't get me in a car with you. Okay.
Well,
we ready to quit?
It's not. Yeah, we can quit.
Okay. Hey, anybody that finds this, subscribe.
Okay. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. I've been